Great day, you guys. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Whoo, y'all, emotional. I'm emotional. So freaking emotional. Come on in, come on in. I'm still sitting in the parking lot at the movies. I'm not going to spoil the movie for y'all. I know y'all nervous. Like Dr. V, don't spoil it. I won't spoil it. But I did want to come on and say some things as a result of just the experience, okay? So I went to the movie and I watched it in 3D. Got my little poster, Wakanda Forever, right? But I wanted to talk to y'all for a minute about legacy. Now, listen, if Black Panther doesn't epitomize anything else in your mind, it shows what legacy looks like. Okay? Y'all let me know who's here. Let me know who's here. Let me know who's here. Let me know who I'm talking to. Because I'm going to talk to y'all about legacy. So, legacy is extremely important. It's what you leave, right? What you leave behind. And one of the things that, listen, I'm all emotional, right? Marvel got me all emotional over here just from the movie to how they just honored our boy throughout the movie. And I found myself thinking about legacy, right? So I come out of the movie. The movie was good, first of all. Let me tell y'all, it was fire, the bomb. 2 hours and 41 minutes. I was all up in it. And anybody that knows me knows that when I go to the movies, I'm subject to go to sleep, not sleep at all. Shed tears several times during the movie, but came out and was just like, man, I began to think about those who've gone before me. I began to think about my grandmother and her legacy, my grandfather and his legacy, my grandparents on my daddy who raised me side and their legacy, my daddy and my grandparents on my biological daddy's side and their legacy, my mom and her legacy. And then I began to think about me and my legacy. So when we watch Wakanda Forever, like we're literally looking at family legacy. It gives a blueprint, right, of how to build legacy. Now, I know for me, I walked out and my thought was, God, I want my legacy to speak for me. I want what I leave behind to speak for me. I want my children and my children's children and my children's children's children, right, to remember what I've done. Now, between Wakanda Forever and Medici, and some other things I've been watching, legacy has been a common theme. Now, look, legacy is important. And with legacy comes resources. And one of the things that probably can be very disheartening, to me anyway, is that our legacy doesn't always come with resources. Um, we often find ourselves starting from scratch to build something. And I don't want my kids and my kids' kids, my children and my children's children, to be building everything from scratch. I want to be able to provide them with some things that help make the build a little easier. Not to do it for them, but to make it a little easier. I don't want them to have the exact same struggles that I had or the exact same struggles that their dads had. Like, I literally want them to be able to build from a different place, have a different level of footing. And up until this point, I haven't been able to do it. So I was sitting here and tears began to well up in my eyes. And I said, God, what is this about? Like, what are these tears about? And he reminded me that it's not too late and that it's not over. That it's not too late and it's not over. I want you to know that it's great to say Wakanda forever, right? It's great to say that. But what's even greater is building something that lasts forever for your children and your children's children and your children's children's children, right? To begin to teach them the principles of good stewardship, to teach them how to build their credit, how to um, build their credit, have credit, how to grow their resources, to grow their money and make their money work for them so that they're not always working for money, to give them access to different education, to different experiences. You know, I found myself, I don't know, something is going on with me and the arts, right? So there's a King Tut immersive that I want to go to. I wanted to go to the Van Gogh immersive. Like, literally, I find myself wanting to be immersed in the beauty of the art, to be immersed in theater, to be immersed in music, to be immersed in things that I've always wanted to do, but maybe I didn't get a chance to do. And so I'm like, God, what's going on? Why this shift in me? And I'm not saying that I didn't appreciate the art or theater or those things before, but there's a different kind of drive in me right now. And God just began to minister to me about legacy and exposure. You know, one of the things I've always done is I've tried to give my kids exposure to different things. They didn't always want exposure, but we always would eat different types of food. We would eat from different types of restaurants. We would, even when my older kids were little, when we were in Nebraska, they ate Indian food. They ate Thai food. They ate authentic Mexican food. I wanted them to have some authentic experiences, right? They were eating sushi. Listen, I said, you know, only my kids running around as infants, like 1 and 2, eating lobster and crab and shrimp, and other kids are eating like regular stuff. My kids, they want steak and lobster, steak and crab legs, steak and shrimp. Like, I'm like, what in the world? But I wanted them to have different experiences. I want to challenge you. When you go see Wakanda Forever, don't just look at the legacy of the Black Panther, or the legacy of Wakanda, or even the legacy of Chadwick Boseman. I want you to think about your legacy. What will your legacy look like? What will you leave? What will people see? And I want you to seriously seek God for how to build your legacy. Legacy is crucial, but in order to get to legacy, you've got to have vision, you've got to have purpose, you've got to have mission. And I'm committed, I'm just committed to helping people figure that piece out. How do I take the gifts and talents that you've given me, God, and use them to build a legacy that will last beyond me, beyond my expiration date, beyond what I'm able to do while I'm physically here, to make an impact and to create an imprint. Legacy isn't something for other people. Legacy is something for all of us. So, having watched the movie, having been encouraged, having been inspired, having been emotional, I walk away not just with emotion, but with the firm conviction that I have to build legacy, more so now than ever. So, as I am finishing out this 21-day fast, I know that God is giving me clarity on what my priorities are. I've been asking Him, God, what is it that you want me to do? Because I don't want to just be doing something, just for the sake of doing something. I want to do what you want me to do, the way you want me to do it. I don't want to hustle. I don't want to grind. I don't want to chase the bag, but I do want to take the bag. So, God, guide me and direct me and give me clarity and give me wisdom and give me peace and help me to see the vision for legacy that you've established for me. Hey, I'm not sure who it is, but hey, um, I know that in this season of my life, God is doing a new thing. And I know that the best is yet to come, but I'm embracing and enjoying the journey and the process. And I find myself incredibly grateful for everything He's done and everything He's doing and the way He's moving in my life. Seek God for your legacy. Seek God for the answer. And seek God for your purpose. And watch Him give you a master plan. There's a song that says, thinking of a master plan. Well, I'm thinking of a master plan revealed by the master so that I can master the process. Thinking of a master plan given by the master so that I can master the process. And when you master the process, then you can pass the blueprint on for generation after generation after generation. Listen, Wakanda Forever is everything. Make sure you go see it. Go see it this weekend. It's opening weekend. This is where it has its greatest impact. And I just want to leave you with this one thought: Wakanda Forever. I love you guys. Have an amazing day.